Today on MH News, we're marketing music.
Intro's up. Ready, camera one in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to MH News V-Lamp, video, lighting, audio, music, and photography, everyone. I am your host, Matt Haslam. Welcome to Season 3 of the show here. This is Part 2 on our 11-part series on marketing music. So if you have not seen the previous episodes in this series, please go back and watch those first before continuing, as we're going to build on information as we continue in this series. Step 2. Get yourself on social media. The most important thing to remember in advertising is a very simple, yet mostly unbelievable concept. Over the years, I've had the pleasure to work with some of the best marketing minds in the country, and they told me something I simply couldn't believe. That is the concept that if you want to advertise, try your best not to advertise. Let me be the first to say how baffling this concept is at its root, but when put to the test, it works every single time. In the marketing world, there is no better word than free. And social media offers us musicians a way to get free advertising by interacting with our audience. For years, every time I posted on social media or emailed my mailing list, which we'll cover in a later section, all I did was advertise new products or post offers of a percentage discount, like 10% off my newest CD. When some of those marketing experts I met with saw my social media feeds, it was very obvious what I needed to change to get more business. Think about it when the shoe's on the other foot. If you're scrolling through Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and just see a bunch of ads, you're most likely going to unfriend or stop following that person's social feed, so you stop feeling like they're cramming their products down your throat. And the last thing you want to do is have a fan unfriend or stop following you. To best use social media, here are some tips paraphrased from the experts. 1. Make a professional-looking cover photo and profile photo for your page. This cover photo should include some form of contact info such as a phone number, which is your best option, or a website or email address. You can easily create a cover photo using a program like Microsoft PowerPoint or Paint. Yes, you can really use that simple of programs. It doesn't take a genius or some expensive programs like Photoshop. Here's an example from my current cover photo and profile photo from my professional Facebook account. Notice the readability in the choice in font and text size, and the professional-looking background and photo, all of which comes together to show customers how professional our brand is. And remember, that's what you're trying to create here, a brand. Some other ideas could be a good photo of your whole band, posing in a portrait with all faces shown, or maybe a photo of one of your ATA cases with your band's logo on it. Recently, I saw a band's cover photo which showcased the whole band facing the backdrop as if they were standing in a men's room and relieving themselves on their gear. And as if it needed to be said, that doesn't elevate your brand. But apparently some other bands don't want to be successful, so maybe that's okay. But if you want to be successful, try to separate yourself from the amateur performers out there, as your career will thank you later. 2. Don't get too political. If something horrible happens, it's alright to post how sorry you are for the victims' families. But if you want to get political, save that for your personal Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages, not your music pages. As a side note here, I find it best to not even have a personal page, and I just use my personal Facebook, Instagram, and my Twitter as my companies. I also very rarely post anything political at all, because I'd rather keep my personal beliefs private in fear of some of my customers or fans who may not agree and not buy from me just from that fact alone. Remember, it's harder than ever to make a fan or a customer yours, and you don't want to give them any reason at all to leave, no matter how your personal feelings are towards the subject. 3. Don't repost or share junk on your page. If you want to repost or share posts or photos from other pages, even those that are funny, set up a personal page to do so, and not your professional music page. This is so your business or your professionalism doesn't get lost in the junkyard of shared content. 4. People love cats. If you're after a certain age group in your audience, figure out what they like and advertise using that format. For instance, a younger demographic, or demo for short, love cute pet photos. So if you have a cat or even another type of pet, post cute photos with some sort of funny or cute caption. If you're after an older crowd, maybe post black and white photos of things back in the day. Or when you find yourself going through an old town, stop to take a photo of some old storefront or sign and caption it on social media with something like, "Who remembers these?" or "Who remembers coming here when they were a kid?" Remember, social media is a way to interact with your audience, so you want to give your audience something they can like or comment on, and they can't do that with a straight ad. For instance, if you posted a photo of an old storefront and captioned it with, "Look at this old thing," there will be two very clear things wrong with that post. First is that you're not opening the conversation to commentary, and you're not giving them a call to action. Secondly, you're referring to something as an old thing, and that may offend some of your fans if that's the demo you're after. 5. Behind the scenes photos are fantastic. Most of us dreamed of being rock stars one day, and so any glimpse you can show your fans behind the scenes, even on smaller stages, will be well liked and commented on. If you're at an event and about ready to go on stage, take a quick picture of the audience from the stage. It's a unique view since most people at the event that night will be taking photos of the stage from their seat, so you can show them a photo of the audience from the stage, which is a perspective most never get to see. If you're filming a music video or in the recording studio, share photos of the studio or the set with all the lights and cameras around, because it will get your audience excited to see your next music video. Just as an example of this, here's a recent post on my Instagram and Facebook. Notice it's not an ad saying if you need video services, give me a call, but it simply says behind the scenes of the final scene in my film, coming Christmas Day. Remember, a photo says a million words, and we let the audience, in this case our followers, subconsciously read those words as, "This guy does video work. If I ever need that, maybe I should give him a call." Its caption is also open-ended, so the audience can comment such things as, "What film?" or "What's the film about?" Now I'm going to take a second to explain that while this post has nothing to do with music, the same concept can be applied to your career. For instance, if you were on a set like this one day and shared a similar photo, you can caption it with, "Filming the final scene in our music video, coming Christmas Day." 6. On holidays, post what you're grateful for. For instance, on Thanksgiving, post a photo of you spending time with your family or friends, with a caption like, "This holiday season, I'm thankful for those closest to me. Share with us what you're most grateful for today." This type of comment not only gets your fans to like your post, because it shows them that you're humble and gracious, but it also opens the conversation with them so they can start commenting with what they are most grateful for. On New Year's Eve, post something thanking your fans or customers. Here's an example from our page on December 31st, 2015. Happy New Year to everyone. To our customers, thank you for an amazing year and letting us be a part of hundreds of events. You are amazing, and we look forward to a busy 2016. From all of us here at MHP, we wish you a wonderful, happy, and healthy new year. 7. Let people spend their Black Friday in the big box stores. Let's face it, the big boxes have bigger sales than you or I will anyway, so it's no use competing. If you want to do something, post a sale lasting all weekend, or concentrate on Small Business Saturday, or if you have an online store, Cyber Monday. 8. Search but don't troll your friends for gigs. If you have a couple extra minutes each day, search your newsfeed to maybe find friends who are hosting events or have parties coming up. Then private message them or comment on their post with something general like, "I saw you have this event coming up. If you still need some entertainment, please let me know, or visit my website at www.yourwebsiteaddresshere.com. Don't shove it down their throat, but let them know who you are. 9. Find Facebook groups for musicians. In my area, there are plenty of groups whose members are all musicians, such as Google Musicians Facebook group. So friend them and scroll through their postings to find places other artists like you perform. There are also plenty of people who don't really look around for performers and just post on these Facebook pages, asking musicians to come to them. So it's worth the time to search through these pages every so often. It's also a great way to find people to collaborate with. 10. Finally, use hashtags constantly. If you have a new song you're working on, make a comment on Facebook and add a hashtag. For instance, every time I write a new song that I know will come out with a video on, I will comment on Facebook with something like, "Just wrote a new song called #GoodbyeFriend. Can't wait to share it with everyone during a show." It's pretty simple, But adding a hashtag to the song title allows others who might want to share the song or talk about how excited they are to hear the song to use the same hashtag and link their comments to the conversation. Everything we've been doing in the past 9 steps here has been to get people talking and starting a conversation, but adding hashtags, even some as simple as hashtag behind the scenes or hashtag country music, are ways to get all of your fans talking together and not just with you, but with each other.